How do, folks? It's Harrison with Mainely Acres Farms, and thank you for joining us on another video today. Today's video is a bit of an interesting video. A lot of you guys out there probably don't know that in my spare time, I like to do a little bit of prospecting up here in Maine, and I also do urban prospecting, so taking apart computers and harvesting the precious metals out of those. Well, just recently I started to set up a sluice box that I have over here. You guys can see that, and I got some hosing and stuff. What I'm going to do with that is put it with this tote and have like a recirculating pump, and that way I can run my concentrates from prospecting, or if I incinerate some IC chips and I want to get the fine gold out of there, I can set that up and recirculate the water, so that way I'm not wasting water. Now, the main reason that I'm doing this video is because I actually ordered some Paydirt from a company called Klesh Gold Paydirt, and this guy also makes guitars as well. But the reason why I ordered this Paydirt is so that way I can get the gold out of there, weigh it up, and then run it through my sluice box to make sure that I'm not losing anything out of the back end of my sluice box, and get it set up at the right angle and everything. So I ordered the Paydirt, and I actually wasn't going to shoot a video on this, but the Paydirt came with a little flyer, so I'm going to spin you guys around and show you what I'm looking at here. So again, the name of the company is Klesh Gold Paydirt, and they sent me this little flyer that said that if I make a YouTube video that I could get some discounts on my next orders of Paydirt bags. So I was like, oh, that's a really cool deal. So that's why I'm shooting this here today, and you guys can get all of his information. There's his email there, his website down there. I ordered 2 of the Krums bags, and he has a whole bunch of different bags on there. Most of them contain gold. There is a bag on there that you can get that contains minerals and different types of gemstones and things of that nature. And the really cool thing about his website is that he guarantees a certain amount of gold for his gold bags. So if you guys are interested in, you know, what each bag is going to roughly contain, it will show you the minimum amount that will be in your bags. And I thought that was really cool. I've actually done Paydirt a couple times where I've ordered it offline just to play around with the kids. And it really, if they don't put on there like a minimum amount, expect to get like 1 or 2 flakes for like $40–50. It's pretty insane. So with no further delays, let's take a look at our Paydirt. I'm going to do this in the style that he does in his review videos. Let's see what it looks like in the pan. But they come in these nice little sealed bags here. You just tear off the top there, and it's got a zipper inside. Dump it in and see what we can find. I already can see off the top in these little Krums bags, which are known for the gold, there's actually some gems and minerals in there. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, if you guys can see that, but we'll go ahead and dump it into our pan. Make sure to shake it and get everything out of there. Another good idea with these bags is to put a little bit of water in there, swish it around, and then dump it out. But I wanted to keep this dry so that way we could kind of go through and see what kind of cool stuff we got in here. So I noticed in a lot of his videos that some people get guitar picks, because like I said, he also makes guitars, but I don't see any in here. But I see this really cool clear, kind of yellowish clear stone. I'm not really sure what that is, but I will look that up. So I'm going to go ahead and set that aside over here. And then this looks like a piece of quartz, like a little quartz cluster, but it's got like a little bluish gray kind of color to it, so that's pretty cool. I didn't expect any of those in this bag, because like I said, this was mainly advertised as a gold bag. You can see right there, there's like a reddish color stone there. We'll set that off to the side. A piece of dirt that was all clumped up. Let's see, is there anything else in here? The little piece of quartz over here, I think I see. Ooh, this is pretty. I think that's more of the same of that last stone that we looked at. It's kind of got the reddish peach color to it. Let's see, what's this here? This is interesting. It's kind of a flaky stone, and it's kind of a off-white yellow kind of color. So that's pretty cool. Alrighty, so I think that's it for all the minerals. There might be some small ones in there. And I can get those later, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pan this into this tub here, and so that way if I lose any gold or anything, I will be able to get it back. Alrighty, I got you guys set up on the side of the tote there. Let me see. There, you guys can see what I'm seeing here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a little bit of water in here, and we're going to shake our pan. And what we're doing here is just stratifying everything, getting all the heavy stuff in there to go to the bottom. So we give it a little shakeroo. A little bit more water in there. Alright, and we'll pour that off. And start panning. Go ahead and pick out these big old rocks in here now that we got some water in there to rinse them off. That's another interesting looking one. I think I'll actually set that one aside. It's just right now all I'm doing is just picking out the larger pieces. That's another piece of quartz, I believe. So we'll set that aside. This is some kind of a black stone, but it looks like it's got some quartz inside of it or some other stuff. So we'll set that one aside too. Take a look at that later. Sorry, I'm not a big gemstone or rock hounder. I'll set some of these interesting ones aside. And continue panning down. Oh, I seen something interesting there I wanted to stop and get. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's some gold already showing up there, down there in the corner. But that's what I wanted to get there, is another piece of quartz. And another piece up here. You guys can see that. And hopefully the camera's picking up, you guys can see that gold there. Some black sand in there too. We'll continue panning this down. Keeping our eye out for any gold coming off the edges or any minerals in there that we might want to pick out and save. So we'll go ahead and keep washing this down. I know a lot of you guys in the comments are going to be like, oh, you could have panned through that a lot faster. True, true. Another thing I may have not mentioned, but it's also recommended to put some type of surfactant agent in your water. So some type of jet dry or soap, and that just helps with the water tension and allowing gold to float, because you don't want your gold floating on you. I'm going to go ahead and pick out this other big rock here. Got him out. I'll go ahead and keep panning down until we get to the black sand. See all that lighter stuff just coming right out of there. Alrighty, so now I think we can do us a little shakedown here. So let me clean out those ripples and get them back down into my pan. I'll get some of that water out of there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple taps up here at the top to get that heavy gold right up there at the top of the pan. I'm going to come down with it and I'm going to give it some light little washes. Actually let a little bit more of that water out. Hopefully you guys can see gold showing up there. Oh, see what I mean? Some of that gold was real fine, and now it's floating on top of the water. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and tap that gold back up there. Now you guys can see, I even got a little gold flake there and a bunch of little gold flakes up in here. And that is amazing. I went ahead and lost some back in the bottom there by washing it, but that just real quick just shows you how much you get in a little bag like that, the Krums bag. And hopefully also demonstrated in the video why it's important to put some type of soap in there so your gold doesn't float. But there you guys go. That's a honest review there. I bought this from my own money. I didn't get this sent to me for free or anything. This is something that I paid for, so that way, like I said, I can get the gold out of there and run it through my sluice box to make sure I'm not losing anything. Alrighty, so that is what we got right there of the gold. Now some of it did come down the side of the pan over here while I was washing it out. So we got that and all these cool little rocks or gems or whatever these are. Like I said, I'm going to go inside and check those out, but that is not bad at all. Out of one of these little bags here, and I believe these were like 15 bucks, so I went ahead and bought two. I bought one for running through the sluice box, and the other one is a surprise for when my son comes home. He loves doing these too. He loves finding all these little gems and stuff like that as well, so that's awesome that these came in with it. So thank you so much for staying tuned in all the way to the end. If you guys like this type of a product, please go check him out. I'll leave links down in the description below. And as always, guys, take care. Spend time with that family.